Alan, Wasalan, and I shukran you for viewing. You're with the Master Pastor, and I'm back with another chapter reading from On Isis and Osiris. We both finishing up, so excuse me. We're about finishing up this book. I believe we have maybe another 6 more chapters, maybe 5 more chapters to go. But I don't want to read any more of this in the year 2025. I'm hoping this will be wrapped up, done by the end of December. So please come get this nourishment. Please come get an understanding of who your ancestors was. You feel me? These right here, these 3 entities, these three children of whom we pray to, they stood for righteousness. You feel me? Righteousness. They stood on the right side of this world. And I want to share something with y'all that I don't know if you're ahead of me. I don't know if you behind me. I don't know if you're right here where I'm at. But, we are in the 1,000 years of Satan reign. You feel me? We are in it. We are 24 years in it. So please get to protecting your baby. Please get to protecting your baby so you can protect your grandchildren. You got what I'm saying? The 20th century, this is what, the 21st century is what they calling it, right? Peep this, right? Peep this. When we were doing the little before Christ stuff, that was 1,000 years. When we started on the after Christ stuff, that was 1,000 years that led into the 1900s, right? Right? Okay, we're in the year 2000s, which is called the new millennium. And see, this is what this country, our government, placed in your ear, in your face, so you can understand it's time to stay focused. It's time to put your armor on. It's time for you to get a real understanding what side of this world you're on. If you was with Satan, put it this way. I'm going to tell you like this. You better go on, brush Satan off, wash yourself, and start working some good deeds. Because see, this is Satan last fight to get back in heaven. After these 1,000 years is up, Satan is going into the sun, that lake of fire, which is called hell. You understand what I'm saying? So you ain't got to get it right. You ain't got to, and I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to ask you. I'm not going to beg you. Only thing I'm going to do is hit you with this right here. Please go out there and work you some good deeds. And I ain't going to keep talking to you. Like I explained to you in 2017, uncle of mine, a cousin of mine, however he may be, whatever he is to me, I know he's blood family through the Smiths. We were sitting on the porch smoking us some weed. And I always look in the clouds. I ain't got to be smoking weed, but I always look in the clouds for answers. And James' eyes is bad. You got what I'm saying? His name James Smith. He's very educated in religion also. I said, man, look, it's the devil running Jesus. It's behind Jesus running. Or I said it was Jesus behind the devil, and the devil is running. You got what I'm saying? I can't remember what I really saw. I know it was the Jesus and devil. I just can't place where they was, one in front, one behind. So what I'm saying to you is this right here. This was 2017. So imagine what was here. Imagine what's still here. Imagine what is laying dormant. You feel what I'm saying? Laying dormant, that is sleep, watching, waiting to start it up again. You understand what I'm saying? So to ask, what am I really trying to do? To ask, what am I really bringing under this culture, under this spirituality, I need some laws in place. I need some laws where that the young, fickle-minded, I'm not going to say, well, yeah, they're innocent. The young, fickle, and innocent-minded babies of ours will maybe think and say, no, you go do that. Why don't you go do that and show me you can get away with it? Because I might not get away with it. I might have to sit in prison for natural life. If I'm correct in what I'm doing, no, I don't want to be killed by an electric chair. You feel what I'm saying? No, I only get one chance at a appeal or at a stay. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put some laws in place to make you think. I'm trying to put something there that the ones that will listen, the ones that will understand and process, okay, I ain't doing that. I'm not going to mess my life up doing that. You got what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. You get it? That is what the nasty pastor is doing. Once again, look, if you haven't, go over to OFM Kemet Edition on YouTube, subscribe, like, share, comment, turn your notifications on. If you're on my Facebook page, Only Faith Ministries Kemet Edition, you got what I'm saying? Go on, do your little notifications, your follows, your likes, your comments. Come on, let our swords sharpen each other. Let me hear your wisdom. Let me hear your knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? We are living in the times of sin. And being that we're living in the time of sin, it's time to really focus on what you're doing. You feel me? Because I'm not just watching. Whom we pray to is watching. Even if you pray to the devil, even if you pray to Satan, Satan is watching. And I say this to you right here. You got what I'm saying? Why be a pawn when you could be the king? Why be a horse that somebody rides on when you could be the rider? You feel what I'm saying? You could be the king that ride the horse. You feel me? Why be the structure that's going to be torn down when you could be the king instructing people how to build a infrastructure such as a rook? Yeah, it's called a rook. A bishop, no, a rook. It's called a rook. Really, it's called a castle. You know what I mean? So why not be the king? Why not? Why not? Why be a pawn in a world that you could be the king? You could be the queen. You could be, you feel what I'm saying? You get it? Look, get your life together and get it together today. You feel me? Protect your babies so you can protect your grandbabies. Teach your baby how to protect your grandbaby so that it can be an ongoing process instead of going to jail, in and out of jail, losing jobs, in and out of jobs, in and out of loose women, in and out of drug addiction. You feel what I'm saying? Because right now that's the biggest revolving door that we have. In and out of jail, on and off drugs, dealing with women or dealing with men that we really are not in love with, not capable of having a relationship with, a marriage with, not capable of sustaining just 18 years of that baby life y'all brought into this world together. You feel me? You get me? Let's get into this on Isis and Osiris reading. And we're on chapter 52. Let me be correct in what I'm saying. I don't want to tell you it's chapter 52 and that be a lie. So let me make sure. Pardon me. I got sand in my eyes. But look, yeah, on Isis and Osiris, chapter 52 reading. The time of year to suggest a suspicion that the mourning takes place upon the burial of the corn, which corn indeed does of old time did not regard as gods, but as gifts of the gods, both great and indispensable to the not living savagely and like the beasts, and at what season they saw the fruits of the trees vanishing entirely, and failing them which those that themselves had shown as yet, sparingly and clumsily, scraping away the soil with their hands and covering them over again, so deposited them with the uncertainty of their reappearing and arriving at maturity. They used to do many things like those that bury and that mourn, and then just as we say that one that buys work by the works of Plato buys Plato, and he asks Menander that represents Menander's plays, so they not scruple to call my name of the gods, the gifts and creations of the gods, doing them honor and reverence by use with those who came after receiving these names without understanding and ignorantly transferring to the gods the vicissitudes of the seed corn, and not merely calling but believing the appearances and concealments of the necessaries of life, which births and destruction of gods fill their heads with absurd, wicked, and confused ideals. And yet people have in view the absurdity of the contradiction, like Xenophanes of Colophon and those following him, who said that the Egyptians, if they believe in gods, do not mourn for them. If they mourn for them, do not believe in them. But that it was ridiculous to lament and in the same breath to pray for the seed corn to show itself again and ripen itself, in order that it may be again consumed and mourned for. But such is not really the case, for they mourn for the seed corn, but pray to the gods, the givers and others of the same, to make more anew and cause it to spring up in place of that which has perished, whence there is very good maxim amongst philosophers, that they who learn it learn not how rightly to understand names, make a bad use of things, just as those Greeks that have not learnt are accustomed themselves to call the brazen, painted, and marble images, not ornaments and honors of gods, but actual gods. In the next place, do not scruple to say that Lachar strip mine RVA, mine rubber, Bayer, that Dionysus cropped and Apollo that wore curls of gold, and the Capitoline Jupiter was burnt and purged in the Civil War. Let them learn therefore that they are led astray and wimple false notions modeled upon the names. That is especially the case of the Egyptians with respect to the animals to which honors are paid, whereas the Greeks in this particular, at all events, both speak and believe correctly, saying that the dove is the sacred animal of Venus. Venus is a dragon, crested serpent, which resembling the Hindu cobra, a mini RBA, the raven of Apollo, the dog of Diana, as Euphrates have it. But the most part of the Egyptians, by worshiping the sacred animals and treating them as gods, have not only covered their rites with ridicule and mockery, also this is the least evil resulting from their simplicity, for a horrible belief rose up that gives over the weak-minded and innocent to superstition, pure and unmitigated, whilst the acuter and bolder sort it leads to it. A thestical and bestial incredulity, hence it is not out of place to discuss the subject in the way that seems most appropriate to treat. So do you get that part? Do you really get that part? It's not a whole lot to dwell on. There's not a whole lot to speak about. You know, we just need to work some good deeds before we get to heaven. We just need to buckle down, pray more, stop trying to find favor in friendship. Stop trying to take your friends into these churches or these mosques that they feel that they don't belong in. You feel me? Look, you've been with the nasty pastor. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and keep your notifications on. I'm on YouTube, OFM Kemet Edition. OFM Kemet. Oh, excuse me. I'm a little tired. Well, I'm not gonna say tired. Just got some sand in the ass, but my Facebook page, OFM Kemet Edition. Go over there. You can find the readings of Peter Hotep. You can find the readings. There are things that can lead you to the readings of Stolen Legacy. You got what I'm saying? You can go over there and find OFM on Isis and Osiris. You can go over there and do some following. You can do some likes. You can do some shares. You can do some commenting. And you definitely can put your notifications on. You feel me? Look, I'm going to tell you what I'm getting ready to do after this reading. I'm going to lay down for a minute, and if the saying close my eyes, then the saying close my eyes. You've been with the nasty pastor. Please, please know that if I love you, you got me. If I love you, you in the right hands of whom we pray. I'm out.